The roots, you remember? Well, thank you so much. I stand up here in front of you today. I'm filled, Carol, with so many emotions. I have to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. Las Vegas has always been an important part of my life and held a special place in my heart for more than 50 years. I want to say merci. Merci beaucoup to everyone who made this event possible. I am overwhelmed and grateful for the honor I am receiving today. You all made my dream come true. I promise I will not cry. So merci. Merci to the Clark County Commissioner, Mr. Steve Sisolak. Merci to my good, dear and long friend, Caroline Goodman. And also merci to you, Gary Celestner, President of Caesars Palace. Merci to John Jaggers. John, whom I have known since you were 18 years old. You still look 18. Merci to Aninuna, my sister, over here. Also, I am so happy to have near me today my dearest friend, Siegfried and Roy, to celebrate with me this day, as we have been friends before, long before you became famous here in Las Vegas. Who could have imagined when I first arrived here from France in 1963 that 50 years later a Las Vegas street would be dedicated to me? Certainly not me. Back then, Bellagio was the Dunes Hotel and Freddie Apcar was a producer for the show. My contract was for 3 months and altogether lasted 10 years. I remember when I arrived, all I saw from the airplane was a lot of desert. And I landed in McCarran Airport. My God, the airport looked so small from the plane. So small, like a small airport in a small city of France. Then we saw the Strip. No high-rise building, just a 2-lane road with no street light and no traffic. I was really very anxious. I wondered and I said, well, where would all the customers come from to see the show? After living in Las Vegas for 3 months, I felt like I was more than just an entertainer. I felt like a native. My next door neighbor were Betty Grable, Harry James, Paul Anka. Another one of my neighbors was Jerry Zarowitz and his wife, Kurt. We became good friends. One day, Jerry told me his plans to build a magnificent casino just across the street from the Dunes Hotel, and the casino will be called Caesars Palace. He said, just look there, look there. I looked there, and I saw a big piece of dust and sand, which belonged then to Kekorian. Jerry must have been impressed with my knowledge of show business, because one day he asked me to attend an important meeting with all the owners of the Caesars Palace, and if I could give them some advice on building showroom and stage. So we all met in a lavish suite on the 15th floor of the dunes, while 20 men were sitting at the table. Jerry introduced me to his partners, Renaud and Ned Jacobson. I was very impressed with the personality of those two people, very strong personality. But, you remember, Carol, they were constantly arguing with one another, constantly. Also, I met Joel Bergman, a marvelous architect and a wonderful man, who showed me the blueprints for the stage at Caesar's Palace. I remember he was very pleased when I explained to him that the stage had to have an increasing elevation from the front to the back for the audience to better appreciate the legs of the dancers. From then, they would ask me for my advice on many things, such as the color of the carpet, the bedspread, the type of marble, and even the scissors stationery, which is still the same now, today. Bravo, Gary. I know, bravo. Before Caesar Palace opened on August 5th, 1966, Jay and Ned insisted I attend the opening. I told them I could not attend because I was doing a show in Paris. But Jay insisted, and Ned said, if you don't come, I will not be there either. That's true. And he would not be there. So I had no choice. So I took a week off from my show in Paris to be in Las Vegas. My God, what an opening. It was truly unforgettable. All the VIPs from all over America were there. I was honored to be on the receiving line in between Ned and Jay, and also the governor, Grant Sawyer. And I was shaking hands, and suddenly I shake hands. I see Mr. Jimmy Hoffa, the leader of the Teamster Union. I was so pleased to shake hands with Mr. Hoffa. But his handshake was so strong that my ring made an imprint on my other finger. I told him, Mr. Hoffa, you will have a big success with Caesar's Palace. Very successful. He said, better be. Because a lot of money has been invested between the two places. One of these days, I'll put a bridge between the two of them. He was a visionary. He did it. And now there is bridges all over the place. Something like that. This also brings back to me when I inaugurate and baptize the city's first traffic light at the corner of Charleston Boulevard and Las Vegas Boulevard in 1965. Now my thoughts are also with my closest friends from wherever they are. I know they see us, and the street, so close to their street. I'm talking about Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and Frank Sinatra. How many of their birthdays we celebrated here at Caesar Palace? I imagine now the Rat Pack. They must be smiling and thinking, wow, she's still there? Thank you again for celebrating this wonderful event with me. Once again, I am honored, humbled, and grateful to Clark County, to the city of Las Vegas, to Caesar's Palace, for this trip to be dedicated in my name. Merci beaucoup to all of you. Thank you.